Greeting friends and subscribers and people visiting the channel. Welcome to Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show, a show dedicated to progressive rock and other forms of rock music. Still got that throat thing going. Anyways, another cool day out here. Seem to have had our fair share of those this week and this month actually. So today we're doing album sides. This is a show that's bi-weekly, comes out every second week, and we have it alternates with ranking the songs on an album. So generally what I do is I pick an album, I pick one side of the album, and then I discuss the tracks that are on it. And the albums I usually pick are albums that I feel all the songs on that side are near perfection. In this case, it's Heart's Dreamboat Annie Side 1. This is one of the classic debut albums of all time, I think, one of the best. And lots of really interesting sounds on this album. However, you have, I don't know if it's because it was her first album singing, or because, it seems to have come out a bit there, this thing. Or because she's still so young here. I don't know how old she is, but I'm going to guess in her early 20s. Her voice is absolute perfection here. And if you hear Ann Wilson now, she's still almost the same, but I just think this album has among the sweetest sounding vocals of any rock album out there. So, and of course it's got 5 really good songs on it. Like the whole album is just proliferated. Some of my favorite stuff is actually on the other side, but we're doing album sides, so we're going to talk about the 5 songs on this side. So it opens up with the track Magic Man, long considered to be one of their great 2 or 3 tracks, I think. I mean, all that stuff they did in the 80s aside, the best songs from the classic era of the band, this is one of those songs. Some really good rock and guitar parts on here by Roger Fisher. I think he's very underrated guitar player. He just nails the lead parts. It's a bit heavy at times, but it also gives that kind of soft sound to it, which is kind of different. Yeah, just a really killer track, and Ann Wilson just absolutely nails the vocals here. The second track, Dreamboat Annie, the Fantasy Child, really a much tamed down, quiet version of Dreamboat Annie, and she really kind of shows her softer side here on this particular track, and I think it's almost angelic in its vocal melodies and sounds here. I do like that kind of stuff, but it has to fit the situation, and I think it fits on this album really well, and for me this is one of the better tracks too. The next song, of course, is well known, and of course the Dreamboat Annie Fantasy Child kind of leads a bit into this song, Crazy on You, which is, I think, one of their greatest tracks. It's also one of the most well-known tracks by them. So you've got two of the biggest tracks, well-known tracks on this one particular album. That's why it's such a fantastic debut album. This side of the album is so good. Crazy on You, this is a chance for Nancy to shine here with her acoustic parts, which are really outstanding. She's aggressive on the acoustic guitar, but at the same time nailing all the notes perfectly and giving this song its build-up. Just such a classic rock song. The next is Soul of the Sea. This is a really good track. Not as well known as some of the other tracks, but fits perfectly on this side of the album. It's got that folky bit to it, and it's got that kind of natural sounding to it. And of course, her vocals are outstanding on this track as well. Just one of those songs that once you hear it, you'll realize that this album is proliferated with deep cuts, and this is one of them. The last track on the side 1 is Dreamboat Annie. the title track. This is the Dreamboat Annie proper. Now they do have a couple of other versions, the Dreamboat Annie Fantasy Child and the Dreamboat Annie Reprise, but this one is the killer track. This is the Dreamboat Annie that people come to know. She's great on this. Harder, her voice is much harder on this song. The guitar is beefier. The song is just well put together. It's one of my favorite singing tracks. Often, actually, there's quite a few songs on this album that I sing regular. Sing Child is another one of them, but Dreamboat Annie, just a really killer track. You know, it's such a memorable track, and being a title track, it really does signify the sound of this entire album, and especially this side, which to me is near perfection. I hope you people enjoy this album as much as I do. So that's it for today. That's my album sides for this week. I hope you like this episode. If you did, please hit the like and subscribe. Any comments about the songs, about the album, about the group in general, you can put them all down in the comment section. Hit the notification bell, and we will see you again next week when we'll be doing ranking the songs off an album. And we will see you in 2 weeks for another album side. So take care and have yourself a good day. Goodbye.